The Chosen Season 6. What? That's right. You heard me. Season 5 isn't even out yet. I know. And yet, we have some very interesting little tidbits to talk about for Season 6 already. We have our first look at possibly the crucifixion scene. It's very exciting. You don't think I was going to give you the scoop? Then you're wrong, because I'm definitely going to give you the scoop always. You can always count on me. We're going to talk about The Chosen Season 6 today, which feels crazy to say. And yes, that has to deal with the crucifixion. Going to take place over a huge part of the season. So we have our first look at it, and we're going to talk about it today. So, hello, my name is Eli Hollingsworth. Welcome back to Against the Current, and let's go ahead and roll that intro. Now, yes, would you look at this? These are some very, very nice looking feet here. But this is a behind-the-scenes video from Adam Drake, the first assistant director of The Chosen. He's given us some behind-the-scenes looks before that have been important to the show. We got another one to look at from Akis, the cinematographer, as well. But they're doing some location scouting right now. If you didn't know, Season 6 actually starts filming in about a month, or like less than a month, which is really crazy. So they're doing location scouting right now, which means they're going around two different parts of here. It's going to be Goshen, Utah, looking at different locations that they think would be good to use for the show, and they're just planning out what different locations they're going to use for their filming when filming starts in less than a month, which is crazy. So they're location scouting right now, and this area that they're location scouting, I don't know, looks pretty interesting. You'll have to check it out with me. But here's a video. It has no audio, by the way. None of these videos have any audio, so we're just going to look at them just blindly. But yeah, here's some feet. This is Adam Drake's feet. Very nice. And this is what the location is. So he's walking here. It's not the Promised Land. And he's with movie guy in 1973, which is James Cunningham, who's the production designer for The Chosen. So this is definitely The Chosen, by the way. And here is this little landscape here. Very interesting. It's it looks to me like Golgotha. And if you don't believe me, just from this simple shot here, that looks pretty, bleak. Then there's also this one looks like Golgotha, I think, pretty clearly here. I mean, it's a wide, desert expanse. I think this is cinematically would make sense that it's Golgotha. It looks drab. It looks bare. It looks colorless. It looks sad and depressing and something that's going to make us all cry. Here's from Akis out here in the desert. Now, the other thought I had was Jesus wandering the wilderness, which I know, before you say something, if you guys are Chosen super fans, which I know that fans of this channel are, Dallas said they're not going to do the Jesus wandering in the wilderness. We probably will never see that. So, probably not, but I mean, I'm at least throwing it out there. This is the fun part of being in the theorist section. This is the theorizing part of this, is that nobody's right or wrong. So, that's my favorite part, because then I don't get called out for anything. But this looks like Golgotha to me, or Jesus wandering in the wilderness if it's not, but pretty clearly Golgotha. Now, here's the thing. Golgotha was, this is where Golgotha was, basically where it was believed that Golgotha was, which is confirmed where Jesus was crucified. And it was like, it had to be less than a half mile from the city walls. In the Bible, we learn that it's outside of the city walls of Jerusalem. So Jesus had to carry that cross for like probably, a little ways, like maybe less than a half mile to here. But that's, a 100-pound cross, carrying it for a half mile with, already being beaten out of his mind, and just, physically, it was a pretty incredible feat. Like, I need to get back in the gym. But he had to go all the way from here to Golgotha. And this is believed where it was. So I'm thinking, they for Jerusalem in The Chosen, they usually just visual effects the whole city in anyway. Like, they have their set in Jerusalem that they have in Goshen, Utah. But for, like, the rest of the city, when it's kind of in the background, they have it CGI'd in. So I think that's probably what they'll do. But this looks like Golgotha to me. And if Season 6, as Dallas says, it's going to take place over just the crucifixion, that's all Season 6 is going to cover, is Jesus, being tried and then being taken to be crucified, then it makes sense that they're scouting the location now, because probably the location would be taking up a major chunk of the season, I would imagine, if the whole event takes place over the course of one whole season, which, by the way, is just absolutely crazy. But there you go. There's that whole area. I think it's pretty much Golgotha. Let me know what you think it looks like, but it looks like Golgotha to me. And also, if you're still not convinced, we already do have a little sneak peek of what Dallas Jenkins, a Dallas Jenkins crucifixion scene would look like, because he has done one before. Back when he did short films for his church with Jonathan Rumi, he did one about the two thieves on the cross. And this is kind of what it looks like here. If you can see that, yeah. this is what it looks like. Now, there's some crude special effects, shall we say, in the background of basically what they do in The Chosen, which is just put the Jerusalem landscape there in the background. This is obviously just a real set here, but this looks pretty similar to what we're seeing here. And I can play a little bit of the scene for you. There you go. That's what it looks like to me. That's the actor of Moses from The Chosen, by the way. But anyway, there's that scene. This is where Golgotha was. It makes sense that this then would be where that would be. It makes sense to me. And it's actually, you know, again, it's really crazy that season 6 is about to start filming. I can't believe it. I'm sure you can't believe it. It's crazy. It's finally here. Season 5 premieres next week. And we're already getting behind the scenes for season 6. This is location scouting, which means that behind the scenes is going to start soon. It's not going to be pretty. I wonder what they're going to show for the behind the scenes. Like, I wonder what they're even going to show when they're filming, because Dallas posts a little video every day. Like, what are they going to show? Because they're not going to be able to show a whole lot if he wants to keep things under wraps in terms of what he actually shows. So I'm very curious. This is going to be insane. I think this is Golgotha, which is... So let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. Are you hyped for The Chosen Season 6? Let me know. Have you already bought your tickets for The Chosen Season 5, The Last Supper, in theaters March 28th? If you haven't, go ahead and do that, because they're in high demand, because there's a lot of people wanting to go see this season, because it's going to be great. So definitely buy your tickets if you haven't already. I will be at the premiere, the world premiere in Dallas, Texas next week, and I will be posting content from there, so be on the lookout for that. And crazy, man. I will see you guys in my next video.